Oh, electricity went out that time. That's why I was AFK. That's why I went AFK. Sorry for that. इसको choose करूँ. Hmm?
Transfiguration! Cryo incarnate!
Swift and merciful, submit for judgment.
Game's up! I'm Silva. I'm going in! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
One with my blade, from whence you came.
This theme is terrible.
Busted! Here comes the catch. Let's light it up! Yeah, everybody stand up! Transfiguration! Do your master's bidding!
Spirit blade, attack!
Gotcha! Transfiguration!
From whence you came.
I'm going in!
Oh! He's dealing damage. Yeah. Cryo damage.
Let's light it up! Busted! Game's up! I'm Silva. By ordinance divine! Transfiguration!
Submit for judgment. Force my blood.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! Gotcha!
Roast and fry.
Busted! Here comes the catch!
Spirit blade, attack!
Let's light it up! Cryo incarnate! Everybody stand back! Game's up! I'm Silva. Manifest!
Can't run from it. Feels clogged.
My will embodied!
Submit for judgment. Swift and mercy.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let's move.
I wanna run for सीची था ना इधर सीची बस On run catching so bad. It's nice, man. 91, 91, looking pretty good.
Let's get down to business. Perfect.
Don't blink! Huh? Cut to the chase! Incoming! Hey! Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey. Now you shall perish!
Let's get down to business.
With sword comes shadow. Speed of light! Hey! Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Illusion shattered! Incoming! Inazuma shines eternal!
Finally,
Nice.
my lucky day.
Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Hey!
Gotcha. Here comes the cat. Busted.
To oblivion! There is no escape!
Nice.
Let's get down to business.
Orders given. Orders received. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light.
Things are about to get dicey.
Inazuma shines eternal.
To the very. Finally,
Go. Fast. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
Gotcha. Take it easy. Game's up. Time's up.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish. Opening box of Adepti tricks. Nowhere to hide.
Quietly now.
one suffice.
Here comes the catch.
Rise. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Gotcha. Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
Nowhere to hide. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Cut now. Like this.
Nice. Fucking beautiful. Jane will act like a healer.
Wind, hear me.
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Learning this? Gotcha!
Nice. Is your stream lagging? ना not मेरे को नहीं दिखाया.
Take it
It's
easy.
not lagging.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Burn! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Lament!
Here!
Worthless! Worthless! Barbados, guide us!
Quietly now.
No!
Game's up. One's over.
Verdict is...
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here!
Busted. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Boring! I swear by my sword!
Like that. This is the final floor, I guess. Oh boy. I need heals for this.
Useless!
Quietly now.
Useless!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Verdict is...
Barbados, guide us! Evil conquering! Here! Get out of my way! Boring! Worthless! Here!
Quietly now. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
It was good. Fuck. X hostility. Let's go with the. Let's go with them. Where is my? Where's Ningwang? Let's go with them. Constantly lose HP, right? I can. This will be good. But they will constantly lose HP. वो नहीं कर सकता वो.
Stabilize!
Don't waste my time.
Press the advantage! Charge! Who wants some of this? Yeah! Let's roll! Yeah! Cha! Bam! Order guide you. Stabilize.
Submit!
Rally! It's showtime! Yeah! Attaboy! Ha! Cha! Cha! Ha! Ha! Bam! This is order. Stabilize. Gather.
I'm fucked.
Press the advantage. Who wants some of this? Cha! Attaboy! Can't catch me. I will have order.
Give up.
Advance! Bam! Rally! Oh, coming through! Order guide you.
Your life is mine. It's nothing.
Charge! Everyone on me! Who wants some of this? Stabilize. I will have order.
Don't waste my time.
Let's roll! Press the advantage! Oh, coming through! Attaboy! Solidify! This is order!
Submit!
Give up.
Fall in! Bam! Rise! I will have order! Stabilize!
It's nothing.
1 second, guys.
This is order!
Don't waste my time.
Rally! Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Order guide you.
They have Geores, man. They have a lot of Geores.
Your life is mine.
Give up.
Press the advantage! Advance! Oni coming through! Bam! I will have order! Gather!
Submit! Don't waste my time.
Pull in! Everyone on me! Who wants some of this? Attaboy! Bam! This is order. Solidify!
Your life is mine. It's nothing.
Press the advantage! Charge! It's showtime! Yeah! Yeah! Attaboy!
Four guys.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Don't waste my time.
Rally! Advance! Oni coming through! Bam! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Then everybody stand. Eat this.
Witness the power of the wild. Rain outlines your fate.
Torn to oblivion. Shine down.
Let's light it up! Rain outlines your fate.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Nice.
Teamwork is strength. You're toast.
Rain cutter.
Let's light it up. Boba, get them. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back.
No, my sword.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Nice.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Illusion shattered. There is no escape. Boba, get them.
Body and mind.
Now you shall perish. Everybody stand back.
Witness the power of the
I'm the frying pan. It's the fire. Eat this. Illusion shattered.
No, my sword.
Let's light it up. Teamwork is strength. Shine down. Let's light it up.
Let me read you a verse.
Inazuma shines eternal.
रिटर्न के साथ 2 राउंड ही मिले बस. There can be. Hmm. I wanted to use Yanfei but स्लो हो जाएगा सब कुछ. Yeah, I guess this is the team. Human Supreme Program. Three kinds of characters. Yeah, attack is increased by a lot. It is by a lot.
Day.
Swirl, Mark 2!
Wind, hear me.
Lament! Here! Here! Worthless! Let's get down to business. Here! Here!
I swear by my sword, there is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
The fairy! Finally, Day! To the
Animal
fairy!
hypostasis emulation!
Say no more! Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Useless! Worthless! Here!
Stand clear!
Now you shall perish.
Finally,
Illusion shattered.
to the fairy!
कहाँ पे भाई?
Enhanced animal module.
Wind, hear me.
Disappear! Worthless! Worthless!
Swirl, Mark 2!
Barbados, guide us. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Lament! Here! Worthless! Boring! Here!
Wind, hear me.
Animal test 63.
Torn to oblivion.
Of course.
Absorption test.
I swear by my sword.
Go as one!
Illusion shattered.
Useless! Boring! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
Wind, hear me. Inazuma shines eternal.
Enhanced animal module. Go as
Barbados, guide us.
Animal test 63.
Useless!
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Wind, hear me.
Lament! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Boring!
Screen na kulak ya.
Now you shall perish!
Let's do the quest now.
Uncle Tien, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishin, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea? I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories. Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just... as I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many... I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice. So a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and for these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment.
Oh?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
It's Jaylon!
Jackpot. Uncle Tien here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity.
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tien, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Huh? Jaylon, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and No need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Huh? Yana is the owner? Okay.
You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Oh. How did he die, man?
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just... being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
He's the entrepreneur, I think. He's the rich
It
guy.
looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done. Finished, huh?
Everyone took it very...
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you... And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. That's for me to know, and you... We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience.
Mind your tone, mister!
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly... With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please,
I'm, Mingbo. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and I have 12 active cases at the moment. My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for...
Is it just Paimon?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh,
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, two different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach two very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more.
Last but not least, Yi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields. With the depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Yi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. All right.
Oh, those three candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only not. But Qianwei went on to focus on his business, and Mingbo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them,
Whoa. So how did you get to know them all?
Qianwei was referred to me by an old friend. Mingbo came to my attention in the course of my work, and as for Jerry, we first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, Jerry came from a poor family, and his parents died when he reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing, and noticed how quickly he quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into the young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle T.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like...
Fresh fish soup.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, when we've been fishing recently, Jerry always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. Oh, the addition of that flavor makes for a fond memory. But it...
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please remember.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. So, it's gonna be Jiri, right? His manifesto was written...
Easy. Let's not rush.
Huh? So...
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through For example...
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right?
Nothing can take that guy down. Sir.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the ministry.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jiri?
Jiri, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Hey.
Huh? What's Bulai doing here today?
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take them, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us...
Okay, well, when you put it that way... Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Jiri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where? Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to...
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I...
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you.
My friend, what can I get you?
Try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then, he fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
Wait. You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on...
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianj, you'll be able to try all the finest food for free.
We will? Well, come on! Off to...
Okay.
The wharf is as busy. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members. We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fan.
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity.
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his study. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why's that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow.
Society for Fish Price Research?
Please, don't worry. We're just here to We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently.
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame, and nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him.
I see. Well,
not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Tell me, will I find the right girl?
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said...
But of course. We also heard that
Great! So what do you...
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the...
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking? I've heard many tales of Juri. Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about swords.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly...
Oh yeah, I know that. It was before that. People always used to talk about Juri in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, sometimes he gives me candies. So I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh?
I mean, just as I thought, Master...
I'm not... Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Juri stories in the street.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I get...
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say...
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? Waba's Juri seems to have a great
reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from?
Sudden? Too good to be true.
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Zhiyi's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Zhiyi has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are...
When you put it like that...
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Zhiyi was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign. Right. And that changes everything. It can mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing.
Could be child.
That's the worst case scenario.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? Even if we asked Zhiyi about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry. I've got it. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Zhiyi must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Zhiyi's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to...
Okay.
Zhiyi's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like... I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can. Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Zhiyi, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have...
Even though Yelan took half, well, we got... Oh, this reading is get...
Looks like I'm the first one back, as you...
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers! Shh, if you're back, that means you...
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Qianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skill.
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. Lady Yelan, I have finished...
Well, we're all...
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today. According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. Paimon's starting to get it now.
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
We still have a...
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entry. The only
It's
one that
just
strikes
boring,
me as a
man.
little unusual. Jiangshu
So boring.
Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Jiangshu Pool. A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing.
So, did they find...
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down, and the Zhiyi's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even...
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto? Oh yeah! Juri said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Juri wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Jiangshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Juri's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may...
Qianwei and Mingbo both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Juri? Is there another side to him too?
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems we don't know who wrote it, but...
You think they're
Yes. Look, at this rate, by the time the Qing that'll give them the chance to take a look. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had... That's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. So, who's
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's...
excuse us.
You want the... I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all this... My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let up. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the...
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack...
Interesting.
왕맨데스는 드링도 골반놀이셔요.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence uptake. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's...
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up! These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house. Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's... To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burnt.
Really? Paimon can't smell anything. Do you?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their... When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with.
is a icy
But it's
place.
all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next...
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Zhiyi's regular contacts. Since Zhiyi likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and... I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhiyi before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to... When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my...
Well, Uncle Tian said that Zhiyi once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup...
Fish soup? What?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhiyi, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first...
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Tomorrow morning I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time.
What the fuck? Precious assist? How the heck did it got here?
Even better than I imagined.
I
It's
didn't
my
even
lucky
see
day.
it, man. What was it doing here? Are there any more? Let's check, shall we? There is one.
Now that's what I call treasure.
How much was it? 60.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give...
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with...
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas. Mingbo is reliable. In contrast, Zhiyi is evenly balanced after much consideration.
What?
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little in my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future? And taking...
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Jur-E, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join?
Count me out. I'm not a...
Jur-E seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that... If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting...
I, also wouldn't mind...
Oh no, if we get stuck here...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid...
Lady Yelan, Juri has gone towards Feiyun Slow...
Follow him, quickly.
So Jur-E really sided... But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
God damn, that is chest, man. How do I get this? I won't be leaving the chest behind. British kicking.
Let's go. Time...
I believe she is big.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Evil shall be
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. He's too good at this. We weren't able to...
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan? I guess Jur-E didn't let his guard down.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just...
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole... A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Senor Kiosk.
Hey?
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did...
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware.
Where to?
Shigu Antique.
They designed it themselves, I think. They designed the whole place. বন্ধ করে।
Hey, Miss Linlong. We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality.
Sure. Which model are you?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue, I'm sure.
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell up.
This is turning into a real...
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being...
It's not like you did any...
My specialty is information trading, okay?
Yelan. Oh, if we can't figure out where Jerry went, there's not much we can...
If so, it's no...
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his... If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine. No, this is a victory feast. Held in honor, whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for expensive-looking wine. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. In which case, we don't need to change...
Great idea! So we
Is
just
it
need to find
Tartaria,
out...
man?
But Lady
I think
Yelan,
it's child.
if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, stick to your orders. And make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui if...
I'll be waiting for you at the tea. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready.
kuning bang udah kata tadi kata.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu.
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no.
Let's go. If my hunch is correct. This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't get... The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it... Still, be ready to fight at any moment.
Don't worry, we're all professional. By the way, Yelan, where are your...
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll... Quietly now.
C1, I guess. Yes, C1.
I swear by my sword! Foreign! Useless! Go as one!
Gotcha! As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble. Take it easy.
Man, my ping. What the hell? My ping is gone. I have to wait for my ping to back. It's back.
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet you. That must be the emergency access route.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
There are no cysts, right?
Busted! Here comes the catch!
Torn to oblivion! Ha! Ha!
The water's gone down.
Gotcha! Quietly now. Busted!
Illusion shattered.
Sorry, man. Hi. Gaming station. Hi, hi, hi. I was looking at my monitor, right? Sorry for that. The quest is quite interesting, isn't it? What the? Up to you, man. It's up to you.
The water's flowed into
I don't
the
know, it's
groove,
up
and
to
now
you.
the statues have lit up. Okay.
Move the
Now we should
statues
be
to
able to
fall.
move the statues.
Move the statues. Um. Thanks. What should I do, man? But this will not move, I guess. Yeah, this will not move. Um. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. I love do some happiness. Mm. Maybe this and this comes together. This will not move. Maybe this. It's not moving either. Yeah, man. Do you know how to do this one? I didn't see the alien squares, but let me see. Okay, I didn't do the alien squares. But this is activating when I'm stepping on it. Oh, can this move? No, it will also not move. Maybe the fire ones from this side. This is not moving either. This is the one I removed. No, this I don't really know. This is hard. Yeah, man, this is fucking hard. See on the roof. This is possible. Something like the roof. There is actually something. See on the roof. Roof. There is nothing. Roof. For roof. You mean there? There is a chest. I don't think there is something. Where was the one I removed? I mean, okay, I think I got that one. What? Yeah, I think I got it. I think I know how to remove. A soft sound is heard under the statue. This is placed. This is placed. Put all the orange pillar on light. Yeah. I'm also doing that. Now I know how to do this thing. Get this one on that side. How do I get this out? I have to remove this one first, I guess. Wait. I think I got it.
The door is
Yeah.
open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Ah, fuck! I went to Benetzel.
Let's light it up.
Gotcha. Game's up.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Not dead. No. Is there any chest here? No. I hate this monster. What AR are you? This is it.
I can tell from the aroma that this
What
is
AR are
very
you?
fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on,
Adventure end.
bottoms up. After you, of course.
I'm not really old. You're AR 14.
Sorry.
Oh, you're
that
a
went
newbie.
down the wrong way.
You're a new player.
I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
If you go to AR 16, we can play together.
I'll do my best.
If you want.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling
I can
after
help you.
one glass?
Killing some monsters.
I thought you were
doing
made of
domains,
sterner stuff. You
stuffs
certainly
like that.
kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sent I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend.
You can
We
join me because
appreciate all your
my
hard
world
work,
level is higher. My world level is
I
8.
have to say, you
So
really
you can
are
join me
quite
right
a
now. But I
genius
can
at
join you if you
poisoning
get
people.
to AR 16.
I mean, the
Because
poison
after
we
AR
bought from
16 you
Snezhnaya
unlock
is as strong
hope
as
mode.
this wine, but you found a
So I
way
can
to
join
turn
you.
it into an what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
Asking
It
your
struck
level?
me one
What
day
do you
when I
mean?
was fishing.
What do you mean?
I'm lucky it.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from
Level
Qingshu Pool,
53.
we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
You are
Don't worry.
AR-14?
Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them
Oh,
diligently.
you are...
Did you hear that?
You are 14.
Poison!
Okay, I thought you were
Player
AR-14.
hasn't been feeling well recently. What a nasty guy. Seize him!
You are 14 years old. I thought you were AR-14.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera?
Yeah, you can join me.
If not, you can use mine.
I will have to
This is
decrease
quite
my
a
level.
scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
I have to decrease my level.
Excellent liquor. We've,
Why do you want to join, by the way?
seen no progress on the diplomatic, but soon everything will be taken care of. And I can report back on... I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the
Why do you want
Tianshu.
to join, by
No
the
matter
way?
how hard. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Qian Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were... And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your...
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next...
Whoa, this is... Huh? Jur-E, you
seem surprised, Mr. Yusuppa. How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher.
Give me after I am finished doing
You
this
really
quest.
think I'd put myself through...
Don't give me now.
You imbecile. It's the
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the...
Why do you want to join, by the
stay
way?
here till I see you slip into unconsciousness.
Do you want to do
Then
some
I'm gonna
domains?
set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosive.
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people The Fatui planted undercover agents in the but things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, there'll be only 2. It explains why you acted alone. Well, of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention...
You are not replying.
Jur-E, after I die, they'll come...
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second...
How?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all,
Okay.
your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor!
No, I just asked why you want to join my world.
Sweet dreams.
Yelan is sexy, man. How did they got there? Mm.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything,
if you want,
save yourself the effort.
You want?
We were here the whole time and have
Yeah,
pictures of
I can join
everything.
yours.
The game's up?
I can
I
join
happened
you.
to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them.
Yeah, I will
This is
join
how
you.
you want to play
So
it.
that I
Fine. You do
don't
you.
have to lower
All
my
we
level.
need to-
Wall level.
Not
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I
No,
will
I
act in
don't-
your best interests.
I don't have
In
any
fact,
characters to build either.
I don't deny that I
So,
used
I wouldn't
underhanded
mind if you
methods to get here.
take some of my resources.
But
I wouldn't
given my
mind.
low...
I don't have any
You
characters to build
still
right
don't
now.
get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when he was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you.
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on.
Life is
You're
like
still
this. Yeah,
young.
man.
Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value.
How is that, by the way?
Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
She must have given him something.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be— Get some rest. See you—
How do I leave this thing? Yeah. We are hellpint? What do you mean? What do you mean by we are hellpint? Who are these people? Wait until the following day. So it would be like this. C say. C, not he. And yeah, she's saying it's dangerous, but little did she know that we are stronger than her. She's fun character to play, man. I wish I had her. I pulled Xiao. She's fun character to play. She's no, I got him, Xiao. See? Where did he go? Xiao. I got him. Built him at
There is now no...
Dr. Baiju.
You
Good
needn't
cat.
worry too much.
Big
It's
damage.
good we caught...
How did they
Baizu.
successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? Unfortunately for them, they were up against...
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself.
Don't keep
while
for
you
Yomi, I
recover.
pull for Kazuha. Kazuha is way
Don't
better.
worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Or do you have Kazuha?
Ah, you're here too? Yes. The exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is...
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing
Kazuha
issue
is
after
more
all.
fun to play, man. Kazuha is more fun to play.
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought the assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily.
Pull for Kazuha if you don't have him. He's a very good character.
Or is...
Don't underestimate... Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be...
Yes, to be quite honest, when I first met you, I wondered if he had approached
If you are
me
looking for a
with a hidden
DPS character, what good with Kazuha is
secretly
up the damage or
investigated
something.
I concluded that he,
Wait,
in the
I will
end,
explain.
Even I never had any I had no reputation to speak
Kazuha
of
brings
when
so
I
much
first
value
became
to your
Tianshu.
team.
I relied
Okay,
on Ganyu's
he's the best
assistance
character
for
in the
all
game.
I have to admit, he's a... The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him...
Best
he
support
chose
character,
that
he
specific... He
supports
also installed
your
a
whole
secret
team.
compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. Afterwards, we also...
You can boost your team's damage incredibly, man. It's
Yes.
so good.
Had he drunk the poisonous wine,
I was
he
also
still
looking
would have
for
faced
Kazuha,
serious health consequences.
but I think I can get him because I spent my
How
savings
is
on Xiao.
Jury now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal.
A deal? Does this have to do with...
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd
Okay,
have
I
handed
think
the
I will
case.
pull-
But once
yeah.
the Fatui
Kazuha is
became
good.
involved...
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped...
Uncle
Very good.
Tian?
He's also fun to play.
What are you talking about?
Very fun to play.
Paimon doesn't...
Zhi collude with Yusupov in our hand. Also, we'd be able to gain control of... Pawns like this can be major assets. They
Oh,
open
you are
up all sorts of
50-50.
new
You are not
options.
guaranteed. Okay.
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this?
I don't believe in 50-50, man. I have never won any
did your
50-50 in my
plans
life.
achieve?
I
We got
lost every
halfway.
one
The
of them.
first part went off with, but when we tried to make I found out from other sources that the Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. It's a pity that Theophan
I lost
got away.
every
But
50-50.
knowing which
So I don't
harbingers
believe
are
on
still looking
50-50.
at Liu.
I have to ask, Yelan.
Don't believe on
Do
50-50,
you
man.
have
Don't
any
believe on
desire? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimate,
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and
Where are you off to this time?
as you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time,
The
you're
only
sure to get
50
caught
I
up in
win is a
another
first legendary
misadventure before
Snehe.
too long.
Yeah, I also
Maybe I'll
win.
see you the next time danger
Just
beckons.
playing from
Until
the
then,
Snehe banner.
keep your wits about you. A lot of people are
Prize
watching
player.
you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the
Cryoplane.
recent turn of
Snehe is only good if you have Ayaka, man. Snehe is so good with Ayaka. She brings so much value to Ayaka. Yeah, I'm complete. This is done. Maybe when we wish something. I'm oh, okay. Oh, you can share your info with me. You can share your ID. Snehe is only good if you have Ayaka. Ayaka is top-notch character. Big damage. Ito is also very good character. Very big damage. Diluc is only good if you have a good weapon for him. I have the unfortunately I lost the 50-50 on Mage Splitter banner.
There is no escape.
There is not much for me to do right now. You can join me if you want. Give me your ID. Sorry for such words. It's because I'm friends on real and my character doing so pop. No, that's not a problem. I think I have this. GL. You can give me your ID now. I won my first 50-50 on Ayaka. It was the first banner of Ayaka. I think it was 1.7 or 1.8 banner. I think so. I forgot when I started playing. What is your better sword? What is your better sword? What do you mean? I have swords, flute, Eminoma. This is a free to play. I have flute. I don't have that much sword users. I do have Singsu, Ayaka, Jean. These characters are using these weapons. Diluc is using Unforced, Xiao is using Private Spine. Not that much use. I have the Falcon Sword. What is Falcon Sword, man? I never heard of it. Falcon Sword. What the? I never heard of this sword. Seems like a nice issue to me.
Illusion shattered.
Go on all that. Go on the all sword. Paimon menu. What do you mean Paimon menu? Character archive? Sort by weapon type. Yeah. Of these characters. I need Albedo. I need Albedo and Kazuha. I don't have much need for Ayato, but I need these two. I need him for my Ito, and I need him for my Raiden. I need him for almost all my characters. I need Kazuha for almost all my characters. I need Albedo to support my Ito. Currently using Ningwang for his alternative. Next one will replace him. The thing with Kazuha is why it's so good that let me show you. See, this means the more elemental mastery you have, the more elemental damage bonus he will put out with his elemental burst. So, for example, if you have 1000 EM on Kazuha, that means you will give at least 40% elemental damage bonus to any of your characters. That's why he's so good. And he can shred shields so easily. Can I join you so like this I can show you the sword? Falcon sword? I don't think it's. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can give me your ID. I will join. And Kazuha is free to play friendly too. Free to play friendly too. His best insult weapon is the free to play craftable weapon. Unless you are a whale. He's free to play friendly. He's very good. OP character. That's why I'm pulling for him. Did my game crash or what? What the fuck? No. Mm, you see? This weapon is so good with Kazuha. Dealing elemental damage increases by 6% for 6 seconds. Passive is also good. Switch with Kazuha.
Boring!
Hmm.
Definitely be something that catches your eye.
Who is this?
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Hey, Kirito. You need some help, I guess. Can you help me with
Guess
what?
I'll post an expedition at the Adventurers Guild.
I will, but with what? On Leeway there is an elemental secret sword. Yeah, I know, that's the black sword. This is the one. Black sword, dark iron sword.
Don't want to add to Anthony's troubles. It's been getting quite.
Let me join him. You can give me your ID. If he's doing the level 81, then I'm also doing with them. Let me make my push. I don't like cop because it lags a lot. High ping also, so I don't like it. But still, if you want help, then I will help you. You still haven't given me your ID, man. What are you doing?
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
Come take a look.
What is this guy doing, man?
Definitely be something that catches your eye. A better price.
Gaming station. Where are you from, by the way? I guess I'm doing a long stint today.
I swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Give me a better price.
Old message. What did they message me? Oh, okay. I thief? What do you mean I thief? Man. I don't know what you're saying, okay?
Another conquering! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here!
Who is one? I swear by my sword! Merlius!
Disappear! Worthless!
My apologies!
Here! Free! Foreign!
Where is snow? Barbados! Guide us!
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Picked the wrong test subject.
ID don't exist? How the hell it is possible, man? But I don't know my ID, by the way. That's the main thing. How do you know my ID? That's the main thing here. I don't know. Then how can you add me? If you don't know my ID, how can you add me? You are on Europe. Now I am Asia server. I am on Asia server. I am playing on Asia server. It's not Europe server. Asia server. I'm Asian, you know.
Let me try my
Wind, hear me! Go as one!
Lament!
Take flight!
Here! Here! Worthless! Foreign!
Oh.
Barbados, guide us!
I will have order! Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here!
Worthless. My apologies.
Here.
Boring.
Order guide.
Wind, hear me.
Stabilize.
Evil conquering. Whirling snow.
Here.
Worthless. Worthless. My apologies. Worthless.
The wrong breed.
Whirling snow.
The wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Let me try my... Disappear! Worthless! 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 Take flight! Swear by my sword! Useless! My apologies! Lament! Worthless!
I will have order.
Worthless! Here! Worthless! Here! Whirling! Wind, hear me! Disappear! Boring! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
I'm on Asiatism.
My apologies!
I got careless.
Boring! Barbados, guide us. Take flight.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I tried to add you, but it's the ID. But Birike saya Umar Khan. But one thing that is concerning me, that how do you know my ID? You try to put my ID, but you don't. You need to know my ID first. How do you know it?
A blade embraces its duty.
Oh, okay. I guess yes. Screenshot it.
Those memories. So dark.
Good luck, man. Best of luck. You should study now. I'm coming. I'm gonna eat something and come back. Okay? Yeah, I will be
The
live tomorrow.
damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Okay, I'm coming.
Those memories. So dark. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Osmanthus wine tastes the...
Solidify! Order guide!
Swear by my sword!
Evil conquering!
Sata! Surrender! My opponent!
Worthless! Here! Here!
Whirling snow!
This is order!
Go as one! Barbados! Guide us!
Disappear! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
I will have order!
My apologies!
Picked the wrong test subject.
I swear by myself!
Lament!
Embrace this! My apologies!
The wrong test subject. One strike will suffice.
Go as one!
This is order. Free! Fall before me!
Go as one!
Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Useless!
Freeze!
Worthless! Here!
Wait, hear me!
Useless! Get out of my way!
Order guide you!
Lament!
Solidify!
Here! Worthless!
Have a little taste!
Worthless!
Take flight!
Here! Worthless!
justice. Just sharpen my spear.
Shine down! Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Rain outlines your fate.
Know my sword!
Witness the power. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
Let's light it up!
Rain outlines your fate.
Rim cutter! Everybody stand back!
You're toast.
Shine down! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. My mic was mute. I didn't realize. Sorry. I did the showcase with Raiden. She hit like 120k with her national, and if you pair her with Chara, I think she will do like 140 and 150. I don't know. And you still haven't replied me. What do you mean by are you? I'm gonna work after. What do you mean by that? Still haven't replied. I was asking, but my mic was mute. Sorry. Raiden is quite built. 56, 151, 210 energy recharge. I think she needs more energy recharge, by the way. Talents 88. Singsu is quite not built. Her his talents are very low. I have to invest in him quite. I have to invest in him. His talents are so bad. Looking so bad right now, his talents. Oh. Wolf challenge. I will have to do it. Are you a working guy? How? What the hell? How much Bruto Max you have? Bruto Max? What do you mean by Bruto Max? Bruto Max? What do you mean by Bruto Max? This one. This one. The little enemies. This one. Yeah, I have more. I have many. I have many, man. I have many of this. See, 66 here. I can make 463. This one. Yeah, here is 63. I have many more. I have so much of these things. Not smart.
We have put. If you ever.
You are not replying. What happened? I don't think I like it. No, this one is much better. Can I put it up there? Yes, no. Did you see the Raiden showcase? By the way, hey, what you doing on the corner? Hey, high kicking, hygiene. Man, this is very good. I think I've built pretty well. Hey, Sherlin. Bye bye. I'm also ending my stream. See you tomorrow, man. Ending my stream. Played a lot today. Had so much fun. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night, boys.
Illusion shattered!